Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of John's Crypto Therapy. Today it is going to be a quick and short episode. So today we are going to be talking about price action and where the market is trying to move. So we do have a burst, a push to the upside. We did talk about this burst coming throughout this RSI divergence, right? Yes, of course, divergence doesn't mean it's 100% accurate, 100% true, but it has a very similarity to 100%. So I could say 85 to 90% it could be accurate. So guys, of course my bias was to the upside. Yes, we did have a push to the upside. Of course I wanted to get a retest of support and then push it back to the upside because it did break it through the top, but it did not happen like that. It did just pulse to the upside, and that's totally fine, guys. Now we do have a retracement. I tried to tell you guys if this does form to a doji of some sort, we could see a pullback, and right here we did have a divergence as well. So it was clearly obvious, guys. I even got into this trade. I knew that it was not going to beat the previous high of these highs right here of 0.0035. So clearly you could tell the body was right here, guys, and the wick just touched and it just went all the way back down. So this is a good point where sellers are very smart and they understand money management. They basically understand that these levels are not going to be broken or hit at this very moment because of issues with great news that are going to be coming out. Yes, we have Marvel, but in order for these levels to be hit, and I truly do believe to be broken, it is possible. Absolutely, this is crypto we're talking about. It is absolutely, it could be broken, but you know, Comic-Con is coming around the corner. We will just see how big and massive this does play out. I truly do believe Comic-Con is going to be such a big thing for Ecomi and Vivi and Omi, everything in total. So the ecosystem is going to just get a boost. Right now we do see price action. I am going to move this retracement of this fibs to make it a better move, because guys, remember, every single day you want to come back to the chart and adjust your trading pattern just to understand where the market's going. So clearly we can see it went to the upside of 0.0034, guys. So I am going to push this all the way back up, and we are going to look for a retracement now, guys. So I want to make sure it is really touching the top. Perfect, right there. This is from A to B. So guys, we did use this as the pullback, and the pullback is close enough around the 61.8, close to the 78.6 number, guys. So right there, it is a key level. So we are going to justify by going to a lower time frame to understand what the pattern is doing. We do have another candlestick right here that is forming. It looks like a doji on the 1 day. So we need to also understand where the market's trying to go, which previously I did want to try to use this as a buy continuation trend. I did want to see a pullback to these levels before we see a big push to upside. Reasons why I want to make a confirmation that this is a true trend, not a false trend, right? So once again, guys, one thing we do need to understand, this did make a lower low. It did beat the previous low, but this did not break the highs of 0.0034. So clearly we need to be in contingents of understanding where the markets can go. Right now it could be a sideways for a little while until we see a form of great push to the upside. But guys, news is going to affect where fundamentals would go sometimes. So that's why you do want to have a news with fundamentals. So guys, this could go sideways. So we just need to watch how the markets are playing out. Okay. So before we do that, we need to go to a lower time frame to understand where the trend could possibly go. Okay. So we are going to be moving. Let's move right here to the 1 hour time frame. I did draw this out for you guys so you understand a little bit more. So we did have the same move on the 1 day chart. I just made it to 1 hour. So clearly you could tell there's more candlesticks for this time frame. Okay. Compared to the 1 day. So we do have a pullback. We had a retest right here, a pullback all the way to these levels of 0.61% to 78%, guys. We do have a good retracement level. It is in the bubble, so we are pretty solid to say this could be a good retest for a push to the upside. But in order to understand more about this level, we do want to look at these variant levels and see if there is historical data telling me personally, you know what, that this levels are safe. So I do want to look this way and see myself if I do have good levels to tell me, you know what, this is a good support and resistance level. So in order for me to do that, I do need to make the chart a little bit smaller. So let me just do that right now, guys, and we could try to identify some levels, key points, and see where it could take place. So right now I am scrunching the charts. Okay, perfect. So okay guys, I do want to take out my horizontal line right here. Let me change the color for you guys so it can be more visible. So right here, I do want to put it on a level where it looks like more or less there's more hits, so we can use that as a solid level and a solid entry base. So right here, we do want to use the same thing right here. We can clearly see it could be justified right there. Perfect. So once we look at this, guys, we could truly see that there is a lot of reasons why there could be some great points for this support and resistance level to work. So I'm going to go throughout this chart right here and label it for you guys so you guys can see what I mean by great entry points and why this market could turn to the upside or why it could go to the downside. But we work on these high levels, guys, because it makes more sense for us, guys, because we want to make our money work for us in a smarter way. So clearly you guys could see that there's so much great levels of support and resistance in these zones that we have drawn out. So let's go back into the previous chart right here. So we do want to crunch it back in. Perfect. So now a lot of people are wondering where this price is gonna go. Okay, a lot of people didn't buy a lot of stuff, a lot of people might have sold, a lot of people are curious on where the price is going. Yes guys, I do have a golden zone at 0.0004, which it could be hit. Absolutely anything is possible with the retracement of the symmetrical triangle. That is my take profit when I'm looking for a lower price for the downside. Okay guys, so right here we are in this market. We do see structure. It is in a rectangle shape form. We could truly see it bouncing up and down, so we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. We do want to see a breakout guys. So before anything, if this does continuate, we do want to see a breakout up. We do not want to enter the breakout. We want to see a retest of great structure before we start to take a great move to the upside. Okay guys, if I am taking a buy guys, I do not want to put my take profit really too high. I just want to put it right here. Reasons why: I want to make sure it's possible to hit. I want to put it a little bit lower than the body, not the wick guys. Reasons why: in case that sellers decide to sell earlier, you just want to make sure you can take profit. So I do want to put some inches below the body. Reasons why: you want to make sure you're safe, to make sure you could take your own profits guys. If you are trying to wait for Omi to reach $1, there's going to be so much take profits before that. So a lot of people, even when it's 98 cents or 97 cents or 95 cents, they're going to take profit before it even reaches $1. So guys, you got to understand there's going to be a lot of taking profits before we understand where the markets are going to go. Okay, so don't be one of those persons that's going to be greedy and just hold on for a long period of time while you're depleting your profits guys. Sometimes taking profits, even 1% of your profit, is still considered profits. So start understanding there's great fundamentals to doing all of this. Okay, so we do see that this could be a bias to upside, but if we do have a break to the downside, same continuation. So we do want to see a breakout. We do want to see a retest guys. Retest is very safe for us. Then I truly do believe it could go all the way back down. So this line, it needs 3 touches in order to be considered a great trend line. So this could be the 3rd touch, and it could push up from this point guys, or it could just fake us all out, go to the downside guys, and then push back all the way back up. Then if it does push back up to this level and back of the retest of this trend line, I could see this being resistance and acting as some kind of push to the downside, and we could truly see markets go back to where we are trying to go. And if this does go down, I truly do believe it is going to contest the 0.0011 level. That is another level guys that you could buy more Omi tokens. That could make sense for you guys. Okay, right now guys, we do see something that's keen to the eyes, so I'm going to draw it for you guys. Right now guys, we do see another pattern forming, so we can see it is making lower highs guys. So each time the highs are getting lower, so right there we are going to draw this. So basically it is making lower highs guys. I drew a pendant shape right here just to show you guys if it does break out. We do want to see a breakout of this little pendant shape and then find structure on the outside of these support and resistance zones before we sell or buy. But if it does continuate sideways guys, we do want to use orders very wisely. We just need to see how it plays out. Okay, sometimes you got to let the market play it for you instead of choosing where the markets are going to go. So let's use their bias very smart. So guys, we need to start playing the market the right way and let the market dictate where it's going to go. So if it does go sideways guys, we do want to see these levels, and we could trade these levels guys. Don't think we cannot, because these are good support and resistance levels. So once again, if it does bounce like this guys, it could go sideways for a little while news and everything is accumulating guys. Because this was such a big news and we did get sellers, a lot of sellers are in great profit. So remember guys, a lot of people did make money on this push, because the push to the upside, a lot of people did buy and a lot of people did sell. So now it's the fact that if sellers do want to sell all of their tokens and try to buy at the very bottom right here and try to drive price up. So now we might even see consolidations. Reasons why: a lot of them do maybe want to think about if this is a good time or if the market is going to try to reverse and bring it down to the lower side. So like I said guys, we do want to see a breakout and continuation of a pattern to the upside. But remember guys, we did make a lower low on the higher time frame to the downside, right? We did break the structure on the down time frame. So let me show you guys what I mean. It is made a lower low while this structure previously did not beat the highest structure. So if we are trying to be a bias, we need to look at both sides. If this does continuate to the downside guys, we could use this as a way to dictate that price is going to go back down. And this was a huge fake out, big news, just to fake us all out, just to bring us all the way back to the downside. So like I say guys, if you do want to trade these type of markets, just understand that there's different ways of moving: uptrend, sideways, and even downtrend. Okay guys, the best way I could tell you guys if you want to trade this, just open up a chart guys and just write some buys, sells, and sideways movements, and just see which one has a higher percentage that makes more sense. So if it's 80% more buy to you and you're more biased to the upside, then you're looking for a bias to the upside guys. If you believe this is a continuation to the sideways, then let it play out. If you think it's a downward trend guys, then find structure, get key levels, and then try to trade off of that. Remember guys, don't take trades just off of breakouts. Try to get a retest. Be more of a consistent, safe trader that you can make money long term. Okay, remember, the only way you can be consistent in this market, be in it for long term, take ratios that make sense, and remember, this is fun and you'll enjoy these type of markets guys. guys. Other than that, I do want to tell you guys, thank you guys so much for watching my videos. Remember guys, I do want to tell you guys something very important. This is not no financial advice, this is my advice. So whatever I draw out guys, this is something that I particularly do just to understand where the market's going. Remember, whatever trades you guys do take, it's totally up to you. Be smart guys and understand why you are taking the trade, and write a little note to tell you guys every single day there was good entries, because if you do lose that trade, does not mean you're a bad trader, does not mean you do not know what you're doing. Remember, there is off days, there is on days, but you got to be consistent throughout those journeys in order to be successful guys. But other than that, I do appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, comments and everything like that. Please make sure to like, comment and subscribe if you do want to see more videos like this. Other than that guys, let's watch the markets, let's let it play out and see fundamentally where it makes sense. All right, other than that, take it easy and John out. Peace.